Welcome back to Storm Swords. This is Group 2 Round 1 between Jedziemy and AtroX eSports Yellow. And as you can see, I've got the Blizzard UI back. I'm not too sure what the issues are. It keeps coming and going. Everything stops working, then everything starts working. So here we go. We've got Jedziemy, the blue team again, who are currently 1-0 up in this best of two. Kiratek playing that Tassadar. Can have Gatekeeper on the Jaina. Fatty playing that ETC. Dirge on Kerrigan, and we're going to have Tyrande as well, played by team captain Kota, that master skin. Meanwhile, we've got Apu playing that Stitches, Last Tiger on that level at least 8 Morales, Ranmax on Falstad, Chris on Muradin as we get the Diablo caught out, and yeah, he's dead. So the Stitches, and finally Acid is going to be playing that Thrall. So Stitches got caught out, we got pulled in, he got ETC'd over. The power slide, the knockback, the Kerrigan stun, just everything, and he was dead. So, Jedziemy off to another good start. They have a kill. Looks really, really good for them. Meantime, we're going to have Tassadar and Falstad take up their positions top, and a little bit of a roaming 4-man here from Jedziemy as Muradin and Thrall take that position down in bottom, and the Thrall's going to move on to Gatekeeper on that Jaina, but she's going to end up falling. We've got the power slide from the ETC, we've got the knockback from the Kerrigan, like the pulls, we've got the Tyrande stun, just so much CC on this team. I love it, this is crazy. You've got slows from Jaina, you've got the Kerrigan stun, you've got ETC stun and knockback, you've got Tyrande stun. It's crazy. Stitches, tankiest person on the team, going to get hit by the Tyrande stun, body blocked by the ETC, knocked back, and he's dead as well. I mean, wow. Quick kills coming out here from Jedziemy. See how Falstad and the Tassadar are doing. Tassadar's actually winning this lane. Okay, the shields coming out from him being alright, and then obviously the Psionic Storms doing what they need to. But this Kerrigan is where all the action is, as is the ETC. He's going to try and knock back the Muradin. Not going to be able to do so because of the Dwarf Toss. But that Kerrigan, Primal Grasp plus the stun landing on the Thrall and the Muradin. Muradin's going to end up falling. Tyrande stuns, just the slows from Jaina, everything working the way of Jedziemy as they are dominating this game number 2. Looking strong for them to take it 2-0. Can have Falstad die in the top lane as about to go up there, wasn't quick enough to Kiratek on that Tassadar. He may be halving back, he's thinking about it. Quite low health though, so it was a hard fought fight, but the shield's just too much. Durgan on that Kerrigan. Going to take the Dragon Knight as Kotar gets hooked in. Just going to be able to walk himself away, there's no real follow up there. Some experience soak coming out from the rest of AtroX eSports Yellow, but they are a level and a half behind. At this early stage of the game, that's devastating, especially on Dragonshire game, a map where you kind of want to be heading towards the late game. But Jedziemy's kind of draft, it's a bit weird because you've got Jaina, you've got Tyrande, so they both benefit quite a lot from the late game. But then you've got an ETC Kerrigan who are super good in the early game. Like, you have a Kerrigan getting these pick-offs, that's her whole point. Go around, get a pick-off or two, win lanes, not just like be okay on lanes, so get 10 first, it's win lanes. Force the fact that you're getting 10 first, and yeah, put yourself in a really, really strong position, which is exactly what's happened here. The Dragon Knight's going to time out. Stitches hook onto a creep as Kerrigan goes in, lands on the Morales, got the Blizzard plus the Tyrande stun to follow up, and that is going to be a dead Morales immediately. Thrall's going to be the follow-up kill, he's slowed too much, and Stitches and the Falstad need to get out of here, otherwise they are going to potentially fall as well. We had a bit of a weird hook there, it landed on the Kerrigan, but it kind of pushed her to the other side of the ETC, unless she ravaged just before the hook. That definitely might have been the case, so he's gone with the Ravage talents. So yeah, dominating, 2 levels up. AtroX Yellow really need to knuckle down, put their heads down, and try and figure out some way back into this, because they may lose this, they may go 2-0 down. So this siege camp here is taken. It's just going to do some damage to this tower, I don't think it'll end up killing it. Chain Lightning comes out from Thrall, and that should be enough to, you know, scout out the fact that there are no enemy heroes there, because that does jump regardless of vision. Hard camp going to be taken by Yellow. It's not going to get him in, but they might help them get a bit more experience and push as this next Dragonite temples will be, so the shrines will be coming up any moment.
Soon the shrines shall awaken, heroes.
There they are. Hard camp. There we go, finally taken. Hard fought. And yeah. Yellow just clearing up the waves. They are 2 and a little bit levels behind at this point. And Jedziemy, 5 minutes into this game, looking to push for that level 10. Tastar's going to clean up this hard camp eventually, and that should give him enough experience, really. With these lanes being soaked, Stitches get moving off, trying to retreat the wrong way as the Morales does get picked up. So many stuns, so much coming down the slow onto the Stitches. Going to get stunned out any moment now. Push back from the ETC, takes both waves of Blizzard, and he's dead. Stun from the Kerrigan comes out, but it's not needed at all. Tassadar soaking this top lane still, getting all the experience needed, and that is level 10 right there. Now, there it is. And yeah, Jedziemy can't be contested for this Dragonite at this point. Gatekeep on the Jaina though. A bit aggressive, he's not going to be punished for it. Foster in fact barrel rolling himself away, and he might just end up falling. There goes the Tyrande Owl. It's actually going to pick him up. Surprised it had enough damage. This shrine just been completely ignored by Jedziemy. They're longing this out. They're waiting for that Dragonite to get a bit stronger. They're going to take the advantages where they can. Then look to take that Dragonite. Get some heavier push done with it. There we go. Dragonite able to be taken. Thrall contesting that bottom as the Morales got Primal Grassed away from a couple of stuns there, but I still think he got hit by the Tyrande stun. That Force Wall as well blocking her out, and that is too much. This is the stun meta that that I love to see. I mean, everyone's kind of a bit annoyed with the stun meta, and it's mostly gone now, but these sorts of compositions, they can still happen, they can still work. A huge amount. ETC got a lot of popularity at the moment. Obviously, Jane is still a powerhouse. Tassadar still decent. Tassadar Tyrande, you get that double off support. It's really, really good because they both supply decent damage, both supply decent lane presence, but have enough healing in a fight to sustain like an ETC and a Kerrigan. Like Thrall as well is really popular at the moment. Muradin going to get Primal Grassed in with those Impaling Blades. Tyrande stun going to miss, Lunar Flare, but that Mosh Pit coming down, landing just on the ETC is going to get... Sorry, on the ETC, land just on Muradin is going to get the Muradin killed. Morales going to be picked off by the Kerrigan Tyrande in the meantime, as the ETC got hooked by the Stitch. I mean, it was a bit of a weird hook out of the Mosh Pit. It interrupted the Mosh Pit, great, but it does mean that... ooh, good hook there onto Durgan. He's going to be able to ravage his way out onto an enemy creep on the other side. Yeah, it did mean that the ETC was then like in the middle of their team, which is not what you want him to be. Mosh Pit down or not, he's going to be able to do disrupts and stuns, and that enabled a lot of that chase. So I actually got Starfall from the Tyrande here. The slow plus a little bit of damage coming out. Well, I say a little bit. It's actually quite substantial if you stand on it for a long time. Yeah, that Starfall is going to be doing decent work, especially because I don't think they need the Shadow Stalk. Like the Tyrande there with that option of having Shadow Stalk. If they're losing or pretty even in the mid game, they can take Shadow Stalk and use it for a hard engage, like go invisible and then engage on a couple of heroes, get those picks off to be like enable themselves to come back. But they don't need it. They're absolutely crushing. No, I mean, forceful, just stopping them all out. It's going to be another dead fort. That's all 3 forts down in favour of Jedziemy. Yellow need to figure out how they're going to deal with this, because currently whatever they're doing is not working. Stitch's Muradin going to get blocked out by a phenomenal force wall. Neither of them falling though, so well kept up by the Morales there, focusing most of their healing on the Muradin. And we can have Stitches not quite get the hook, hitting it into the tower there, as they lose this gate and towers in front of their keep. 4 levels down now, with a Gorge instead of the Putrid Bile against this double melee comp. Not the worst thing, but I think Putrid Bile will really help deal with the Kerrigan jumping in. If they get a hook into a Gorge, the only person he doesn't want to hit is that ATC, who's looking to power side and get another Mosh Pit in here. Actually back off as soon as the Dragonite's dead. Maybe looking to pick off that Muradin who's fast retreating, but We could see a really, really good mosh pit here. The Mighty Gust completely whiffing. Don't really know what Renmax's idea was there. And there goes the mosh pit, landing on 3 members. Oh my god, the Starfall coming down. We're going to have the Kerrigan stun, the Blizzard, just doing so much damage. Whew! Dead. Absolutely gone. Wombo combo. Sort of wombo combo. You land a mosh pit, and then that's it. When you've got Jaina on your team, just put the Blizzard down. That's so much damage. Plus the Kerrigan and Paling Blades came out. That stun just landing on 3 of them. Sonic Storms, Starfall, the Tyrande stun, just everything working in favour of Jedziemy right there. And they're going to push on to this core. Another quick game by looks of things. If they can close this out, that is. Still not taking the shields, and they're actually backing off. So Falstad receives the stim drone, but he's not going to get too much use of it. He was chasing during that time. ETC though pushes his way forwards, getting those stuns and disrupts. Going to have the Kerrigan take a lot of damage here. Might actually end up falling. She does. Well played there, the Falstad, get with some focus fires with the Thrall. Thrall's quite low though. He's going to have to be healed up by the Morales, who has decent mana, so they could look to maybe continue this fight. But so far, defended. No damage on the core. They've taken no forts. They've not even done damage to the forts. They've not done damage to the buildings. Tassadar's shielded up the turrets. I mean, you can really do so with every building in the game, but been fighting more so than being proactive with those shields. So, you know, I suppose we can forgive him there. And AtroX eSports Yellow looking a bit rough. I mean, they've got their kind of partner team, their other team, AtroX eSports Toxic, doing okay in the in group number 1, but so far, group 2, Jedziemy looking really, really strong. Shrines are up. Jedziemy on that bottom one. We're going to have Yellow up in the top, pushing with their hard campaign. Might be able to actually get a bit of an advantage here, but got the Falstad and the Stitches. Stitches going to retreat back to the rest of his team, but Falstad going to get cleaned up, and we could see the wrap around, or more likely we'll see a core push, and that's what we've got. We've got the Water Elemental blown. It's going to die pretty immediately. There it goes, but the Starfall's coming down. The shields are falling fast. Going to have the full back here from AtroX Yellow. The Force Ball doing okay, not really doing a huge amount. That Starfall actually did decent damage to the core, which is now falling, you know, below that 60% health mark. Kerrigan taking a lot of damage to Ravage to heal, but she's the Thrall with that stim drone. But that ETC mosh pit landing on 3, doing so much work. They managed to pick up the Muradin during that mosh pit. Kerrigan, oh, she's so low all the time, but the Tassadar shields plus the Tyrande heals just enough to keep her alive constantly. The Ravage heals as well coming out every time that's off cooldown. Whew, 60% on that core. They're continuing to push this. They're slamming this down. The cooldowns on the heroics are still, they're like all down. So really fighting on whatever they've got, and that's going to be GG. Too much damage to the core. Well played to Jedziemy, who sealed us out 2-0.